Dann gehen wir jetzt weiter. Wir werden jetzt 2 Vorträge hintereinander, auch ein bisschen Zeit zu sparen und die Diskussion zusammen machen. Zum einen Philippe Sourdilles Vortrag The Optical Principle of the Symbiose Lens und danach mein Referat 1 + 1 = 3, binokulare IOL-Applikation zum Erreichen einer Trifokalität. Die würden wir jetzt beide hintereinander ablaufen lassen und dann eine gemeinsame Diskussion machen, weil die thematisch sehr stark überlappen. Bitte schön.
It's a great honor and pleasure to participate in your meeting. I do regret not to be with you in Dortmund. How different from conventional bifocal and trifocal IOLs is the continuous phase? How beneficial is it for patients? In a model eye, we compare one ad, bifocal IOL, 2 ads, trifocals, and 2 complementary IOLs with patented new diffractive continuous phase profiles. With each of these 4 IOLs, we compare the defocus curves and simulated images from distance to 35 centimeters. Let's remind ourselves of what makes an image. 2 components are necessary: the amplitude and the phase. In the following sentence, continuous phased in presbyopia correction IOL, we differentiate the amplitude, i.e. the contrast, always a positive information, the edges, i.e. the phase, support of sharpness. Even with a very low contrast, letters will be seen. Contrast alone is not sufficient to measure the quality of vision. The notion of vision phase has not been explored clinically so far. A continuous phase is the through focus phase transfer function. To determine an implant optical quality, we use the point spread function, the PSF. A Fourier transform PSF will create the OTF, optical transfer function. As we see on the yellow curve, the OTF can be positive or negative. The negative part of the curve, a discontinuous phase, will correspond to a blurred vision zone, as seen here with a trifocal IOL. The MTF, representing the contrast, is always positive and is not sufficient to qualify vision. In summary, a continuous phase, that is a through focus transfer function, will give a sharp image, to the difference of phase inversion, creating a blurred image. The PTF, representing sharpness, is in red. The MTF, representing contrast, is in green. On defocus curves, bifocal IOLs show phase inversion between the 2 peaks, preventing from intermediate vision. Trifocal IOLs suffer from phase inversion around 60 centimeters with a corresponding zone of blurred vision. New complementary IOLs, the mid, more for intermediate, the plus, more for near, create a continuous phase. This binocular system covers all distances from 35 to 80 centimeters without gap. Distance vision is not compromised. Simulated images decomposed in amplitude and phase as a function of distance of vision illustrate the visual consequences of phase continuity. A sharp reading. On the contrary, phase inversion is associated with blurred images. These defocus curves of binocular Symbiose IOLs testify for the continuity of vision. The binocular plateau curve with complementary mid and plus illustrate the absence of gap between 0 and -3 diopters. This is constant in 4 multicenter studies covering the results of 70 patients. Halos and glare are moderate and not noticed after 4 to 6 months. The results of comparative optical measurements: defocus curve, sharp reading ability at all distances immediately after surgery, confirm that continuous phase improves sharp vision, that mid and plus IOLs complementarity add to contrast distribution. How long will the pandemic last?